After a brief intermission, welcome back to Don Lyle Field for the second game of our doubleheader. As after the men's team from Grove City defeated Thiel 3-0, the women's side would like to accomplish a similar feat as the Grove City Wolverines take on Thiel in an inter-Mercer County matchup. Welcome everyone, Matt Paraker here in the broadcast booth, and we've got a good one for you today as both teams looking to continue to make good plays on the field, but specifically for Thiel, it's a chance for them to rebound, to get something on the board after an 0-9 start, find out what they've done well and translate it into a victory, whereas for Grove City, it's really a chance for them to extend their dominant start to the season. So for Grove City, despite the record 3-4-2, they are undefeated in conference play, 2-0-1. But Thiel has lost all three games the Tomcats have played so far. So as Tyler Krupak announces the starting lineups downstairs, I'll read you the starting lineups from up here. So Thiel only has 12 players able to play today, so depth will certainly be a massive challenge for them. But it'll start with goal, Brianna Hollinsworth. It will be in net. Number 24, Madison Rogers, will be in defense, along with number 3, Gabriella Lorenz. And she will also be joined by Ashley Ross, making 3 in the back for Thiel. The 5 midfielders include number 23, Allie Kidder, Danica Escalante in the midfield, along with Marissa Tiber, Kenna Reinard. And now for the forwards. Abby Ballantyne will also be in the midfield, and the forwards will be joined Imogen DeBlois, Alana Fulton, will be the 2 up front. That's a 3-5-2 formation. And then for Grove City, we'll be out in a 4-3-3. Ashley Borcelli will be on the left side and making her 10th career start. Hannah Costa in the center. She is making her 29th career start. Carly Keller, second team All-PAC 2023-24, will be in defense, along with Aubrey Shaw, making her 7th straight start, 7th in her career. Jumping up into the midfield, Tori Stevenson, 22 career goals to her name, will be making her 29th start, along with Addie Waters, who scored a game-winning goal at Geneva. Emily Horse will round out the midfield, making her 6th career start. Megan Tischler, who scored her first career collegiate goal in a win at Bethany, will be one of the forwards, along with Lauren Muhana, a PAC newcomer of the week, leads the team with 4 assists, will be making her 10th career start. And finally, Emma Daly, with 5 starts in 2025, will be the last forward. And with both teams shaking hands, fist bumping at midfield, let's get you a little bit more in depth about the significance of this game. Last time out, Grove City earned a 2-0 victory Tuesday night at Geneva in President's Athletic Conference action. Addie Waters and Tori Stevenson both scoring in the second half to secure the win. Thiel fell Wednesday afternoon to the road team Chatham, 7-2. Kenna Reinhardt and Ashley Ross scored second half goals for the Tomcats. Grove City head coach Melissa Lamy is in her 33rd season with the Wolverines. The all-time program wins leader on the other side is Carl DeCas in his 3rd season at the helm for Thiel. Last meeting, a 10-goal victory for Grove City, winning 12-2 on October the 5th, 2024 away. And if Grove City can play their best perhaps that could repeat in a similar fashion today. Grove City will be leading on. We'll be looking for a lot of players to get on the score sheet. None perhaps more important than Grove City freshman forward Lauren Muhana, earning President's Athletic Conference Newcomers of the Week, having 2 goals and assist in an 8-1 win at Bethany. Then had an assist in the 1-1 draw with Allegheny, 3 goals, a team high 4 assists, and has a team lead 10 points. Grove City junior midfielder Tori Stevenson as well. She is a good player to watch, scoring goals in 3 straight matches, picking up 8 points in that span. Also leading Grove City with 4 goals and 10 points. So Thiel's about ready to get things started. Grove City still breaking things down in the huddle. And we have 45 minutes up on the clock. Thiel will be kicking off. They are in the navy jerseys to the left side of your screen. Grove City in the white jerseys to your right. Kickoff will be sent deep into Grove City territory, and we are underway from Don Lyle Field. Wolverines on the near side of the field. A couple of connecting passes, although a poor touch will allow Thiel to fend off the threat for now. But the Wolverines undeterred on the left side, across and in, and an opening minute goal for the Wolverines. After the kickoff went to the Grove City defense, Wolverines worked it up through the midfield and then delivered an opening minute goal to take a 1-0 lead. Emily Horst didn't have to do a lot with that one, but sometimes being in the right position is the most important thing you can do. With the tap-in goal, Grove City made it look incredibly easy, scoring with 32 seconds into the game. And then the quick kickoff will resume play here. Grove City quickly getting the ball after the proverbial punt, as that will halt play after hitting the center referee. Megan Tischler had the nice play for the assist on the left side of the field. And now the Wolverines will try to go back that way. Trying to slot it through 2 defenders, but a good defensive effort to prevent the threat for now. But Keller and the Wolverines are going to try it again, sending it through again for Tischler, but that pass was too strong and will sail out for a Thiel goal kick. Wolverines up really high with their pressure. And then they quickly force the misplay, and now the Wolverines try again. Tischler pass into the middle, a little bit too ambitious, is cut out. The Wolverines now will try to reverse course and switch it to the opposite side of the field. Taking a touch, looking for her options, will keep going. Into Tischler. Flag is up on the far side of the field for offside. I think Tischler wanted that pass to come a little bit earlier than it did. She had a good run getting behind, but of course when that's mistimed, hard to do anything with it with the offside. Hollinsworth will boot it forward, but that will quickly go out of play. Thrown back in, and Tischler misplayed that one. Now Thiel will throw it in. But a couple of times we've seen in these first 3 minutes, Thiel's just ambitious to get the ball forward and not really having enough accuracy to sustain possession. On the run, the pass to Keller. Has the speed, cuts it back across into the 6, but ball is still loose inside the box. But Thiel eventually getting to it and now trying to build forward. 1 and 2, but that pass goes right to Costa, and the Wolverines are now trying to get back toward the left. The through ball in from Waters, far side of the field. 2 Wolverines in the box, cross to the middle. Didn't quite have it cleanly, but Hollingsworth was able to fall on it. And that will solve the dangerous threat for now. Puts a solid punt into this one. But uncontested, the Wolverines will now build it back forward. Dropping it back, looking for Shaw, but that pass was too strong and results in a Thiel throw-in. So the all-time series has been incredibly one-sided. Grove City and Thiel have played 38 times. This is the 39th meeting. Grove City has won all 38 times, have won every matchup since they first met in 1993. Wolverines, a through ball in forward, and Wolverines have massive numbers rolling forward across the field. The pass, one-touch shot, but she didn't quite have the shot to push it toward the right. She kind of got her foot on it, and she was glad that she at least got a piece of it, but a goal kick is the end result. And Muhana probably wishing she had that back, but a good effort to at least get to the ball. Tischler, turning, gets past the defender. Pass into the middle, but no Wolverines are there. Play still alive in the box. The shot just misses. Believe it, tipped off of the crossbar. And that would have been a spectacular goal to score from that distance. Wolverines have a great advantage of possession early on in this game. And now they're looking to see if they can add a second goal. Battle for the ball in the middle. Wolverines appear to have it for now. Stevenson dropping it back. Keller toward the center, trying to slot it through. Onside, just the goalie to beat, and she does! Tori Stevenson off the nice pass, splitting the defenders, calmly puts it in the back of the net, and the Wolverines have doubled their lead. It's hard to draw it up much better than that. And when you have a nice, calm, and composed finish like that, it's really a testament to the nice assist. Keller able to place it perfectly, and Stevenson just had to keep her calm and deliver the goal. And Wolverines have now scored twice within the first 7 minutes of play. And then a pushing foul will set up a Grove City free kick on the Thiel side of the field. Cross into the box, a little bit too far, intended for Grove City's Addie Waters, but bounced right into the hands of Hollingsworth. That'll deflect off of Shaw, out of play. Thiel now, after the first 2 goals, they've got to try to keep this game under control to prevent it from getting out of hand. As Thiel has barely had any possession beyond midfield. Pretty similar start to how the men's game went with the amount of chances Grove City was able to create. But the difference is Grove City in the women's game has been much more efficient in scoring chances. And yeah, converting those opportunities into goals. Now a shove in the back, a second foul by Thiel's Madison Rogers, and as you can think of what happened there, that definitely warranted a talking to by the official. Now quickly restarting, switching the field, go to Tischler, diagonal run, can she time it up well? No, that'll sail right into the hands of Hollinsworth. Punt resuming play. Grove City wins that header pretty uncontested. Couple of connecting passes. Tischler. Couple of passes switching fields. Grove City, 4 women in the box trying to get it there. And then perhaps a little bit too excited to shoot the ball, nowhere near the target. And she couldn't quite get her hips around to get a clean enough strike on it. Grove City once again on the attack, but they give it away. Now Thiel trying to get it forward. But the Wolverines stand strong, and now a cross pass now to Tischler. Trying to keep possession. Pass the defense, a shot, the save! A kick save and a beauty gets it away for a Grove City corner. You had to think Hollinsworth was trying to clear that ball, didn't want that to result in giving Grove City a corner, but of course better than the alternative and allowing that goal to make it a 3-0 lead. Now, 3 Wolverines line up at the penalty spot, and then 3 others in a triangle behind them. Into the mixer, a deflection on target. We're trying to get toward the target, but it was deflected. It'll be another Grove City corner. They'll switch from right to left. It's about what you want from a corner. Gets some of your good attacking players an opportunity to get something on net, and it probably would have if not for Thiel getting in the way of it, preventing it from getting to the keeper. And they'll try it again. A line drive into the mixer once again. In the 6, drop it back. Tischler, the shot also blocked. Thiel staying strong. Now Shaw will have a try. Also deflected. Thiel eventually just wanting to get it out of there. They do. So the pass through her and all the way behind the defenders. Here comes Stevenson. She shoots and she buries it. A perfectly timed run results in a Grove City 3-0 lead. Stevenson picks up her 2nd goal of the match. And Grove City will also take this time to sub. Costa will pick up the assist. And it has been all Wolverines in the first 12 minutes of the match. Wolverines trying for number 4, but that cross dealt with. Another try from distance, and it's a goal! Had to have been from around 25, 30 yards out. Hollinsworth got a hand on it, but she couldn't stop the gigantic blast from the Wolverines to take the lead and stretch it to 4. And that's also a brace for Emily Horse, also picking up her second goal. Has 2 goals in about 60 seconds, perhaps a little bit less than that. But this Grove City Wolverine attack has been too powerful. Tischler also in on goal. The shot, and she got under that one and will result in a goal kick. Haley Munoz will enter for Grove City alongside Moriah Miller. And immediately it finds her. She's able to put her head on it, get it back into the Thiel end before it is also cleared out. Now a long run on the far side, getting to it. Pass into the middle, near the top of the box, dropping it back. Miller shooting backward. Baker into the middle, kicked up into the air. Thiel trying to get it clear. And she's going to have to run for it if she wants to keep it in. Gets to it in time. Waters under little pressure gets it forward. A couple of passes and working it up through the midfield. And forward they go. A touch up into the air. Kicking it forward. An unbelievable effort. An almost incredible solo goal. But now the Wolverines will sub once again. And nearly goal number 5 in the first 15 minutes. If Munoz could have just gotten a little bit more contact on that, she lifted that one above the crossbar. But the goal kick, once again, going almost directly to the Wolverines. Baker takes a touch up forward. Miller couldn't quite get a foot on it to get it to a fellow Wolverine, and now Thiel will have to settle things down. Forward, taking a touch is Fulton, but she loses it. Now the Wolverines on the charge. Pass trying to go back to the left for Tischler, but now we have the flag up for a handball, and that will go against Grove City. A substitution from both teams is ready to enter. And now Thiel with perhaps a promising attack offensively. Going forward, applying the pressure, trying to keep it on, but the Grove City defense too stout. Will limit the danger there. It was probably the best attacking chance for Thiel so far. Imogen DeBloy had a lot of pressure, had some speed, but now the Wolverines are coming the other way. Tischler trying to get it to the far post, but just pushed it wide. Tischler's been a massive thorn in the Thiel side. Grove City already with 17 shots in the game. Tischler has had 5 of them and has 1 assist and also a shot on goal. Off the goal kick going to Miller. Now Grove City. A shot takes a deflection. She was in an offside position. And perhaps Thiel will get a couple of more yards because of that. But essentially a goal kick. And nope, they're opting just to say it was a goal kick. 27.5 to go in the first half. Grove City putting on a masterclass in attacking, defending, and keeping possession. Grove City trying to make something work, but couldn't keep it in. Just went off the foot of Garvey. Now Grove City will try to switch fields. Trying to switch it all the way to the far side, but didn't see the defender in the way. Now the Wolverines with a chance. Garvey trying to slot it through. Kicked up high into the air, but not cleared. Into around the penalty spot where it is eventually ushered to the sideline. Hazel Wilson will now enter for Grove City, replacing Addie Waters at center back. Now on the offensive side of things. Wolverines can't go forward and they turn it over. Thiel trying to establish some sort of control over this game, get some possession going, but this Grove City press has been too potent. Waiting for her runners into the box, into the middle of the shot, the goal! Ryan Garvey had a couple of defenders near her, but no one close enough to deny her with the goal. Another one of those situations where being in the right position can make a goal look a lot easier than it was. As Grove City, through nearly 20 minutes, has scored 5 times. Now Grove City trying to get ready to attack again. Gets past one defender. Wolverines into the box, awaiting the cross. Here it comes. Into the middle, but a little bit too far behind, slightly overran. A Thiel player is still down on the far side of the field, and Grove City will make a nice sportsmanship play, kicking it out, allowing her to regain her abilities here as she's walking a little slowly. This is Marissa Tiber. But it looks like she's going to be okay, as she delivered a pretty solid throw-in, but Grove City was better to defend it. And that attempt going forward too strong and out for a goal kick. And we'll take a quick pause from the action for a water break. That's because Thiel only has 12 active players for this game. And that will stop play at 24:33. For the first 20 or so minutes of this game, it's hard to imagine a game being more one-sided than this matchup right now. Grove City has 18 shots, 6 of them on goal, resulting in 5 going in the net. And when you can score 5 goals on 6 shots on goal, you're really executing well. And for Thiel's sake, it seems like they're really having some troubles keeping up with the speed and the tactical play of the Grove City offense. And even when they're able to get it clear, it's usually to a Grove City defender who calmly and confidently distributes it outward. But a lot of depth pieces are going to be playing for Grove City today, and that's kind of similar to how the season's gone. 16 Grove City players have started at least one match this season. 6 players have started all 9 matches so far in 2025. Those players are senior defender Carly Keller, junior defender Ashley Porcelli, junior goalie Maddie Mills, junior forward Tori Stevenson, junior Megan Tischler, and freshman midfielder Lauren Muhana. But in this game, you're probably unlikely to see much of those players play a significant amount of minutes, just due to the nature of this game. So after the water break, both teams have retaken the field, and we are back running, clock running, 24:30 and counting. Tomcats trying to go forward, applying some pressure. Wolverines some one-touch passing. Nicely done to split some defenders, and now the Wolverines once again with an attacking chance. Baker crossing into the middle. Another centering pass coming in forward for the shot, but she didn't get a lot on it as it was a slow roller out of play. Hansworth sets and gets ready to go. Tries to launch it forward, but Benoit was right there. Now the Wolverines trying to once again create an attacking possibility, but they are snuffed out. Ball kicked forward. Wolverines will drop it all the way back. So now they'll look to attack from the opposite side. But that goes nowhere. Under some pressure, trying to get rid of it. She does. Forward and just getting the ball downfield with the effort. As DeBlois was just happy with that, considering the amount of pressure the Tomcats have been under in this game. Trying to slot it forward. The speed on the far side, but confidently kicked out of the way by Tiber. And now to throw in. Wolverines trying to get it into the box. They do. Kick back out, but she is offside. Wasn't careful enough to get back in front of the defenders. Thiel trying to start something from the far side of the field. A couple of connecting passes, but that results in a turnover. But they're able to get it right back. Tiber throwing it forward, trying to find Kearney, but that one is blasted away. And now Grove City will have the ball to get a throw in. Played forward. But Thiel simply just trying to get the ball out of harm's way. Now the move to get past the attacker. Trying to pass it in behind. As Thiel has 6 players in a line defensively. And Senzoni goes down. And Thiel has 3 players on the attacking side of the field trying to get something going forward, but they lose it. And now the Wolverines trying to switch the field. They do. But Vinoy gets it, but she was offside according to the assistant referee. Quickly, Thiel plays it back in, but they give it away. Wolverines trying to get their 6th goal. Pass across the box, but Thiel's able to deal with it and kick it away. And drawing the foul is Kearney. And now will allow Thiel some time to breathe, giving the constant duress they have been fighting against in this game. The free kick just touching the outer circle. 10 yards away from midfield. And then we have a Thiel player down on the near side of the field. It looks like either a cramp or something of some kind, as she will have to leave. So Deploy's been one of the bright spots on this Thiel team this season. And you have to hope if she's okay, especially considering if she weren't able to return, I'd bring Thiel down to only 11 players. Vinoy into the box, gets around the defender, cross into the middle. Can't quite get the touch she wanted. But I believe they'll be okay with a corner kick resulting. In swinging corner, waiting for Grove City. 6 players in the box. A little bit too high. That will roll all the way out, but it'll be another corner kick. So opposite side this time on the corner. Landing about the 6-yard box. Wolverine still having the ball inside. Some pressure. The shot deflected. Second chance opportunity is above the crossbar. So a couple of shots in succession for Grove City, one of the few times they haven't been able to capitalize off a second opportunity to score. As that will be a foul as Baker shoved in the back. That is clear as a foul you are going to see. And Kidder for Thiel, the captain. Drive it low forward, but right to Vanoy. Driving forward, and the pass to a running Wolverine on the far side. Mercer, the shot off the post and in. Probably couldn't have placed the ball better than that. Right on the post, and the 6th goal for the Wolverines. With under 16 minutes to go, Grove City putting on a clinic. 1-2 forward, Vanoy. Once again with it. Gets past the defender. Pass dropping but not cleared. The shot on goal and a diving save from Hollinsworth. Plunkard got some pace on that one, but when you're shooting the ball right at the goalie, it's a relatively easy save, especially considering the amount of shots she's faced in this game. And now the turnover. Baker taking it near the corner flag. Calmly drops it back. Still with it. Munoz, the cross. Wide open. But she can't quite get the touch, and a charging shot goes wide. It's been a similar formula for Grove City's goals. Take the ball near the end line. Cross it back, a diagonal pass backward to several Grove City runners. It's resulted in a couple of their goals have been tap-ins because of the excellent positioning and the excellent passing on those plays. Getting past one defender, pass through, around the keeper, but she misses wide. Couldn't get her hips around to get it on goal. Munoz has an assist in this game and 2 shots. That last one, her best chance for her goal. As now Grove City will make 3 substitutions. So following the goal kick, Grove City trying to win it. But Thiel will eventually recover, but not before giving it right back to the Wolverines. Sansoni. A pass into the middle behind the defense. Vanoy, couple of touches back into the middle. Another chance, a shot, and that goes high. One-touch shot. And that's always a challenging one to get on target. One touch from that far of a distance. as the 26th shot of the half is above the crossbar. Hollinsworth simply deciding to clear it away, not finding any of her players open, but that leaves Grove City with a great chance to score. Cross into the middle. The shot takes a deflection. A great effort from Tiber and the Thiel defense not to give up that goal. As she made an effort that, if it were a goal, it would have been a save, but she denied the chance for Grove City to go up by 7. Grove City once again on the attack, but they lose it. Trying to regain it, they do. Williams dropping it back. And the pass forward to a Wolverine about 3 yards offside. A couple of times that's happened in the game where pass to a Grove City player not exactly racing to get back onside. Now Thiel trying to get some progress on the far side of the field. Battle for it. Eventually winning it is Carney, but she can't do a whole lot with it as she passes it right to the Grove City defense. Wilson driving forward. Pass to the far side, but once again an offside call. Thiel keeping their back line in the right spots for the offside. Wouldn't necessarily call it a trap, but to keep Grove City in an offside position. And off the free kick will go directly to the Wolverines. And now here comes White. A lot of touches, getting past one defender. Now 2 defenders. Still on her own. The shot at Hollinsworth, who makes the save. Play still not done. Dropping it back. The shot will have plenty of backspin sailing above and to the left side of the net. Thiel trying to connect a couple of passes upfield, but they once again can't find their teammates. White, pass into the middle. Now to the outside. Overlapping run to the right side. She decides not to use it into the center, but finds a Thiel Tomcat instead. Wolverines once again on the far side. Pass forward. Cross. A shot, a rocket on target, and an excellent job by Hollinsworth to track it down. Not only making the save, but having the instincts to fall on it and prevent a rebound goal. After booting it forward, the Wolverines. Pass forward, one-on-one, but Thiel wins the battle. Ashley Ross clearing it out to the sideline for a Grove City throw-in. Throwing it in. Now in the box, crossed into the middle, but cleared out of the way. The throw-in. Allen going forward, falls down. And that will go easily to Hollingsworth, who picks it up. Perhaps getting another save, depending on how that officially goes into the books. And winning the header, excellently done by Wilson. As now Grove City. Inside the box. And an offside position as that ball was kicked into the side of the net. So a couple of times in this game that Grove City has dominated from start to now with under 6.5 left to go in the first period. There have been a lot of offside calls, but that's really a testament to the number of chances Grove City has had to be able to have the amount of offsides calls go against them. Up to 8 now in this half alone. 30 shots as well in the first half, but now Thiel having some numbers forward. Wilson trying to win it for Grove City. One-on-one battle, but Kearney will lose it as she goes down. One of the better chances Thiel has had to get an opportunity in the attacking third, but now as quickly as that happened, Grove City now switching it past, looking for Vinoy, but not getting there. Now White with it. Gets past one defender. Trying to go in behind, but a sliding effort to clear the danger. Vinoy again, going for the nutmeg, but missed. Still with it. But the drop pass to no one, and now Wolverines have to decide who's picking it up. Wilson. Forward with it, slotted in behind, but too strong there, as easily picked up by Hollingsworth. And now the punt, landing just beyond midfield. Kearney tried to win it, but now she's dealing with some discomfort after the contact. As the ball will be clear to the side, allow Kearney to see if she needs to come off the field. Freshman forward from Du Bois High School in Pennsylvania. Looks like she will be okay as play resumes. On the run, Vinoy gets behind the defenders. One-touch shot. And although she had probably would have had a little bit more time if she takes this, be able to take a touch, but decided her best chance was to shoot it. And now a goal kick. Hollingsworth's been very busy in this game, taking goal kick after goal kick, and having to save balls time and time again from going into the net. She has 5 saves, allowing 6 goals. As on the other end, Thiel has still not mustered a shot. Keckley trying to go forward. Pass into the middle. A shot on target. The first save. The second shot goes wide. And that was because of the deflection. Thiel has made some good defensive plays in this game. But now it appears that Kearney cannot play She was trying to play through it, but she's going to have to come off. And with no player coming on, the Thiel Tomcats are now down to 10 men. Pass into the box and cleared out. Now a throw in for Grove City. White will drop it back. Wilson. Going forward. Staying with it. Lacrosse, one-time shot. A save, reactionary save, and a good one at that. Hollinsworth pushes it above the crossbar for another Grove City corner. The 6th corner kick of the game is now Wilson will sub off the field. It will be 10 versus 10. And after the corner kick, it will be another corner kick on the opposite side. Just over a minute remaining. Grove City trying to go up by 7. Pass in the middle, back outside. Vinoy takes a touch. Cross into the middle, dealt with by Thiel, but kicked into the same team. And she'll let that roll out of play for a Grove City corner. About 3 corners in the last minute plus for Grove City. Once again, far post this time. Takes a deflection, somehow doesn't go in the net, and Hollinsworth picks it up. And with under 30 seconds left to play, Thiel just trying to keep the score right where it is. As the clock counts down, Grove City having little difficulty scoring at will against Thiel will take a 6-0 advantage into the break. So Grove City dominating in all facets of this game. Thiel looking for their offense to kick things into gear. We'll step aside. We'll be back with the halftime report, take you around the President's Athletic Conference. We'll check in on the standings and provide some more analysis at halftime. We'll see you then right here on the Wolverine Sports Network. Welcome back to halftime here at Don Lyle Field. Grove City, without much resistance, has compiled a 6-0 lead over Thiel. And before we dig more into depth in that game, let's take you around the President's Athletic Conference. In all sports, we'll update you with the scores that are happening right now and what has happened earlier today. So in women's tennis, Grove City College defeated Washington and Jefferson 6-1. As Thiel lost to Franciscan 6-1. And now we're going to jump ahead. Go to women's volleyball. Franciscan defeated Geneva College 3-2. Chatham defeated Allegheny 3-1. And earlier here today, Grove City College defeated Bethany College 3-1, winning 25-13, 18-25, 25-10, 25-21. Hiram also swept Waynesburg University 3-0. Advancing now to women's soccer. Multiple games have gone final. Washington and Jefferson and Waynesburg tied 2-2, as well as Geneva and Allegheny College also tying 2-2. Chatham University won against Bethany College 3-1, the final there. Earlier today in men's soccer, Grove City College beat Thiel College 3-0, although it looked like it probably would have been a lot more if Grove City was eager to score in that game. Westminster College in football defeated Bethany College 52-0. Allegheny bested Waynesburg 21-11, and Case Western Reserve at home dominated St. Vincent College 42-14. And the rest of these games have not gone final. In men's soccer, Chatham and Bethany are tied at 2 in the 87th minute. Allegheny Geneva in the 83rd minute. In the 84th minute, it is 1-1 there in Beaver Falls. At halftime, Waynesburg and Washington and Jefferson are tied 0-0. And then that brings us to this game, women's soccer. Grove City is enjoying a 6-0 lead over Thiel. And probably the most telling stat of this game, other than shots, is possession. Grove City has had 70% of the possession in this game compared to Thiel's 30%. Thiel has made 8 saves. Grove City has made 0, but has also faced 0 shots. Grove City has had 58% of possession in the attacking half of the field, but that does not include the final third, which Grove City has had possession in 27%. So if you combine that, let me do a little math in my head. It is 85% of Grove City's possession has been in the Thiel half of the field, only 15% in the Grove City half. But for Thiel on offense, only 13% of their possession has been in the Grove City side of the field and have not made it to the attacking third, 0%. And it's just been a struggle. A couple of players have gone down with injury. I apologize, I said it was 10-10 on both sides, 10 players on both sides. It was actually 9 players on each side, with a couple of players going down with injury. As I touched on earlier in this game, Thiel only had 12 active players and now have had 3 gone down to injury of some kind. So Grove City has respected that, and considering the nature of this game, has decided to go down to 9 players. But standings-wise in the President's Athletic Conference, Grove City, St. Vincent, and Waynesburg all share first place with 7 points. All 3 teams have 2 wins and a draw. Chatham and Geneva are both 2-1, while Allegheny, Washington, and Jefferson and Westminster are 1-1. Hiram is 1-2, and Franciscan, Bethany, and Thiel are all winless. Franciscan does have 2 draws. On Saturday, as I touched on, we have Geneva and Allegheny, Bethany and Chatham, WJ Waynesburg, Franciscan and Westminster, and St. Vincent and Hiram. Those games are still largely to be decided. But after a quick break, we'll be right back to bring you the second half coverage of Grove City and Thiel and the battle between two Mercer County teams here on the Wolverine Sports Network. Welcome back to Don Lyle Field, and this matchup between Grove City and Thiel. It is a 6-0 game. Thiel is returned a player to the field. They have 10 players. Grove City also has 10 to match Thiel, and play will resume. Four Grove City players have scored in this game, and out of the 6 goals, only 4 of them have come off an assist. As the teams have now switched sides, the attacking for Grove City will now come left to right as intercepted from Thiel, and now racing the other side with some speed. Look at the pace. A great chance now for Thiel. The shot, perhaps not on target, but a good cross attempt. Just a little bit behind as Kearney couldn't quite catch up to it. And yeah, one of those situations you couldn't tell whether it was a pass or a shot. Probably a pass, but that was by far the best chance Thiel has had to score in this game. And they do have a mountain to climb if they want to get back into this contest. White going from right to left. And now the pass in behind the defense. Can she get there and save it? Yes, she does. Munoz dropping it back. One touch. Williams. The shot attempt will be too high. Now some instruction from Melissa Lamy, the head coach of the Wolverines. Probably telling Williams to consider a pass there instead of going for goal from that distance. Now play resumes. Goal kick. Wolverines get in front of it. Near the top of the box, the pass. In by the defense. Takes a touch. White, the shot. Save. Ball still loose. The cross in by. No, she goes for goal and scores. A tough angle shot. Had to be pretty accurate to get it in the back of the net, and she was. Kiara White picks up her first goal of the game. And it is now 7-0. Thiel trying to make a couple of one-touch passes. That one a little bit too strong. Now the Wolverines will drop it back. Wolverines looking to build it from defense all the way up to top. Now a pretty ambitious pass there. Didn't see the defender. But like pretty much everything in this game, it's working well for the Wolverines, although not that time. Looking for some help, will decide to throw it down the line and takes a deflection out of play, and we'll do the same thing just a little bit farther down the field. As that time, Wolverines have plenty of space to get everyone in the right positioning to build the ball forward. Pass forward. White with it, who just scored a couple of minutes ago. They're going to look for her again. White, several yards of space between her and the nearest defender. The cross, a little bit too far ahead and cleared out for a corner. At this point of the game, you can really see the benefit of the number of substitutions Grove City has. The amount of energy the Wolverines are displaying compared to the Tomcats is night and day. Now the cross into the mixer. Still with an opportunity in the box. Munoz, the shot is blocked, doesn't get there. Wolverines still on the attack. Dropping it back. Trying to get it to Munoz in the middle. Excellent work in the middle from Reiner to deal with the pressure. Plenty of time and space for the Wolverines in the midfield. And that pass into the middle, White. One touch through, but had to think she would have liked that opportunity back as that sails out for a goal kick. Pushing her way forward. The pass in behind the defense. Cross. But kicked out of danger for now. White with it. Pass trying to find Munoz in the middle. Could not. Now eventually getting it clear. Now rushing forward and clearing it out of harm's way is Tiber. And now the Wolverines down the right-hand side. Munoz near the corner flag. The cross. Couple of Wolverines inside, spinning around, the shot attempt blocked away for a corner. Good positioning by Kidder to get in the way of that one. And it is another corner attempt. Be the 10th corner of the game for the Wolverines. Be an in-swinging corner. Into the 6. On the charge, the shot attempt blocked by one of the defenders in front of the net. Grove City still with dangerous possibilities. Pass into the middle. Getting a touch on it is Reinhardt, but not enough to get it out of the way, and Munoz was offside. Munoz gets around the defender, the shot, but directly at Hollinsworth, who makes the save. That is her 9th save of the day as she boots it away. Couple of one-touch passing for the Wolverines. 2 touches now, switching it from right to left. On the run, Plunkard. Tried to cross it, but solid defending to deal with the danger by Kidder. And I'll set up another corner. Here comes the corner, but none of the Wolverines were there. Eventually getting to it, trying to keep the play alive. Plunkard dropping it back. Wolverines trying to switch it. Pass intercepted. Now the pass going forward to Carney. One-on-one effort as she goes down. And the ball slowly rolling on the touchline before just going out of bounds. And now Wolverines will have possession once again. I think with the 10 players on both sides, you see a lot more space opening up, and that usually favors the stronger team. Although Thiel did get their first shot of the game a little bit earlier in this half. Pass in behind, but offsides is the call. Garvey would have been running free, but she also got a couple of yards of a head start. Tiber ready to kick this one away. Forward will go to Munoz. She goes down, gets back up. Plunkard probably a little fortunate no one was near her, or else that would have been a turnover. But regardless, Grove City keeping possession. Now working it up the right side. Grove City keeping possession, trying to slowly but surely work it up the field. And Munoz is offside. Although it wasn't much of an offside, if you just have that, if one of your feet or any part of the body in which you can play it legally is offside, then you're offside. As Thiel will now have an opportunity on the free kick to try to move the team off the field. As they do a little bit, moving the throw in. Getting a little closer to the side as Kearney's header goes back to the defense. And now a turnover. Plunkett. Pass to White. Dropping it back. Now after switching fields. One touch trying to find a way through, but the compact Thiel defense isn't allowing that to happen. Play really starting to slow down at this point. You can see Grove City's trying to work possession as best they can, not trying to risk turnovers. And as I say that, they turn it over. But now this is a chance for Thiel coming the other way. Kearney racing back. Sanzoni makes the play, and the cavalry comes and forces the errant pass. Now we have a substitution that will be coming in. Peyton Allen will check in for the first time this half, replacing Ryan Garvey. So now Kearney will trot off the field, probably dealing with some discomfort after falling to the turf. And Alana Fulton will re-enter for Thiel. And with some contact there, the foul goes against Madison Rogers, who's usually the backup goalie, but is playing in the field today because of the few few Tomcats who are playing in this game. As on the near side, another Thiel player is down. As DeBlois once again has to leave the field, and now 9 players remain on the field for Thiel. Allen, the pass forward to White. Stops it. Passing it low inside the box. The shot attempt will go to the gloves of Hollinsworth. That was the 42nd shot of the game from Grove City. 19 shots on goal. So now we have a Thiel player going down after some contact. That's Alana Fulton, who just subbed in before, and she's holding her head, which is rarely a good sign. So let's take a look what's on deck for both of these teams. Grove City will visit Hiram at 7 p.m. Tuesday in President's Athletic Conference play. The Wolverines will then play Friday at Westminster, a rare Friday game in conference play. Now that kickoff will be at 7:30. Once again, that's at Westminster. Grove City will then host Franciscan at 7 p.m. Wednesday, October 15th. As for Thiel, the Tomcats will visit conference rival Waynesburg at 6 p.m. Wednesday. And then they will return home next Saturday to take on Franciscan at 5 p.m. in Greenville. But probably the biggest concern for both teams, especially for Thiel at this point, is to make sure no other players get injured. And you have to appreciate the hustle from Fulton charging out the ball, and after the slide tackle, which I believe was clean, that contact resulted in her flipping and landing partially on her head. She's a sophomore from Knox, Pennsylvania. She's able to walk under her own power, so that's a good sign, at least for the long term. But you have to definitely hope for her that she will be able to cover, if not for this game, for the next one. So yeah, shots, Grove City is leading 42-1. Shots on goal, Grove City's up 19-1. 11 corner kicks to none for Grove City. No cards in this game, and just 3 fouls apiece. And Grove City has been offsides 11 times. Thiel's Hollinsworth has made 12 saves. Mills and Lotz have been in goal for Grove City. Lotz has the 1 save. Mills, I don't know if I even called her name. It's that effective the Grove City defense was in this game, especially in that first half, not allowing a single shot on target, and not a shot either. The clock remained running during the injury and is now at 25 minutes. White passing forward. Now Wolverines reverse, dropping it back, and look to switch fields. Looking for White, pass a little too heavy. Now on the left side, trying to make some progress there. Turning the corner with some speed. Pass on the ground, and unfortunately in goal in the back of the net. But will this one stand? And I don't think so, because there was some contact, I believe a foul beforehand. Let's see, is it gonna some conversation back and forth with the officials, but I believe the goal will stand. And yes, it will. That's the 8th goal of the game. As now Grove City will make a couple of substitutions, and that goal was really the result of putting the ball in a dangerous position. If not for the own goal, that goal would have probably happened anyway. Just because of the number of players for Grove City who came flying into the 6-yard box. So 8-0 your score. Grove City wire to wire has been the superior team. And the scoreboard has reflected that. Thiel trying to establish some possession the Grove City side of the field. Can't progress much until resulting in that is a turnover. Pass forward. 1-2, and now White is off to the races. Well, she got behind the fence, but is eager to dribble it backward. And probably a more competitive game, she would have dribbled it up the sideline. Plunkett dropping it back to White. And then offside as Wilson, who's normally in the midfield, pushing upfield. And that was really an issue of a run being started too early. She was just standing there. Played in on the ground. Pass forward will go to the Wolverines. Miller to White. We'll pass it in forward. Allen giving chase. Lacrosse attempt. Putting her body on the line. She blocks it. Wolverines still keeping possession. Working it just above the box. White trying to get there. It was a bit too strong and will result in rolling all the way to the fence. Now to throw in. White. Pass, trying to give it back to her, but she was in an offside position and had to retreat. And it will roll out for a goal kick. And now substitution time for Grove City. Annie Vinoy will come back in for the Wolverines, replacing Kiara White. Vinoy has 2 shots in the game, neither of which have hit the target. As White has a goal and 3 shots on goal. The ball rolling all the way to the Grove City goalkeeper, who plays it out to her left back. And now the Wolverines looking to switch fields. Benoit rolling it forward. Stop now, pass to the middle, intercepted. And now with some speed, Ashley Ross looking for some help. Will try to get it to Carney, who gets there, trying to shield it from the defender. Deals with some contact, and it looks like a throw-in for, yes, it'll be a throw-in for Thiel. Now, substitution for Grove City ready to enter. Rogers loses the ball. Thiel trying to win it back. 3 players all in the vicinity, can't make a play, but they do get that turnover. Ross still showing her energy this late into the game. Trying to get it across, but a couple of Wolverines were in between her target and the ball. Now the pass. Benoit will try to switch it all the way, but cut out by Thiel's Ballantyne. Under 18 left to play. Grove City in cruise control mode. As the pass Attempt a little bit too strong, shrugging off some contact, but Wilson couldn't quite get to the ball before rolling into the hands of Hollinsworth. Gets a pretty good punt into this one. Now the Rogers kick forward will go to the Wolverines. Lanoy. Getting it to Wilson. Chasing after it. Wolverines keep it in play. Trying to get it through. Good hustle effort. And now Wolverines charging forward. Allen trying to get it to her teammate Plunkard, but that'll be cleared out. And now it is time for a water break. Both teams will go to the sidelines, which will allow us to talk a little bit more about this game in more depth and perhaps go check out some of the other standings around the President's Athletic Conference. So men's soccer, Waynesburg and Washington and Jefferson in the 77th minute are tied 0-0. Also in the 20th minute, St. Vincent and Hiram are tied 0-0 in Ohio. Westminster and Franciscan will kick off from Steubenville at 7 p.m. In women's soccer, in the 30th minute, Franciscan has a 1-0 lead over Westminster. A couple more games still yet to kick off. Final from Washington and Jefferson defeated Hiram College 70-13. But the Grove City football team will be away and will play at Geneva at 7:30. And kickoff from Beaver Falls. Grove City, the football team, trying to rebound from a loss to Washington and Jefferson in the night game last week. But play has resumed here from Don Lyle Field. And some contact and the foul as Miller with a shoulder, elbow, some sort of contact extension. Now under a quarter hour remaining in this game. Grove City had a 6-0 lead at halftime, a couple of goals in the second half, but have largely taken their foot off the accelerator. As Thiel has had a couple of their better chances in this half. Did get a shot on goal, but have otherwise had about 1% of their possession in the attacking third. Wilson dropping it back. Wolverines having little pressure and trouble moving it up the field until that pass, which resulted in a turnover. Thiel trying to get something going on their right-hand attacking side, but give it away. However, they will get it back as they forced Grove City out of bounds. And now the through ball to Carney, but she doesn't have anyone to help her. And probably a good thing that ball was blocked out of the way, and that will be the first corner of the game for Thiel. Coming in the 78th minute. All but one Tomcat are in the box. Or sorry, all but two of the regular Tomcat players. Cross into the middle, takes a couple of bounces, and will sail outside the box. Passing forward, but Ballantyne couldn't get to the get past the Wolverines, and now hurling. Here come Grove City in the other direction, and a sprinting effort to clear it away is Kidder. Throwing it in. Allen drops it back. Vinoy. Looking to switch fields, but they're coming back the same direction now. And through, unmarked. Allen one-on-one with the keeper to beat, and a diving save. Hollinsworth, great positioning. Thought that Allen was going to go to the near side. She kept the near post tight. And it will be a goal kick. We'll go to Vinoy, who will kick it to Reinard. Forward to Carney, who skips it over her head, chasing after it. Rogers couldn't quite get there in time. And now Wilson. And that pass was a little bit far away, racing over the end line. As probably a combination of putting too much power and trying to do that pass in one touch. Now under 10 minutes to play. Thiel trying to put together an effort to try to get something on the scoreboard, as they have dealt with a really strong Grove City defense. As Thiel has battled a lot of injury and player unavailability issues. A lot of tired players on the field. Allen trying to get it forward, but Thiel gets it clear, and now Carney trying to race back to it, but the Wolverines just too fast. Now turning the corner. Inside the 6, the shot and the goal. So that Keekley making that play look pretty easy. As you can see, the speed advantage enabling her to get the turn. And not only that, but to maintain her composure. And didn't try to do a whole lot with that play, with that shot, but didn't really need to. Just picked the corner and put a nice shot on it to extend the Grove City lead now to 9. It is 9-0 Wolverines. Vanoy trying to get back to the ball, but the Tomcats are there first, but she has it again. Allen trying to go 1-2 back, but getting in between that's Ballantyne. As that pass a little bit too far. He's too far ahead of Tiber. Thrown back in. Miller. Now Wolverines get back to that most recent goal scorer, Keekley. In behind, Wilson takes a touch. Couple of defenders on her. Great job to shield it, but the job's not done. The shot and the goal, bar down. Couple of goals in the span of a couple of minutes. And Grove City now has a double-digit advantage. Peyton Allen, the freshman from Louisville, Ohio, scores the goal. The assist from Wilson. So now this looks pretty similar to the last meeting where Grove City won 12-2. Right now it is a 10-goal lead, just like in that game. Anna Williams is on the sideline for Grove City. She'll wait to come in. Now going forward. One-touch pass from Miller. On the run, keeping it in. Vanoy. Blazing past the defender. All the way back. Wilson takes a couple of touches. Still going, fires a shot that froze the goalkeeper but missed just out to the right side. Allen will come off after scoring the goal. Allensworth bounces the ball and will deliver a high arcing punt. Escalante, the pass to Carney. Shrugs off some contact to make the pass, but she gives it away. Now the Wolverines. Making her way, Keekley through multiple defenders. And now the pass, trying to get around, but an excellent play by Hollinsworth, getting her foot on the ball to prevent the open net goal. Now the pass intercepted. Ross trying to take it herself forward, applying pressure. But she can't get it back as she thought she was going down but decides to keep playing, dealing with some discomfort with under 4 minutes to play. The pass through Wilson. One-on-one. Trying to get around Tiber, cannot, drops it back. Wilson again will have it. Pass through, but offside. Miller wasn't expecting to get the ball there, and now result in a free kick just beyond the 18. Wilson. Wolverines keeping possession. Now Vinoy gets around her defender. Now Wolverines keeping possession. Now the far side of the field. Wilson the shot, skips once, but Hollinsworth's got it. Carney missed the header, but she's got time to chase it down. She gets a touch on it, trying to fight forward, but Wolverines able to deal with the threat. The pass in. Vinoy looping it ahead. One touch. Didn't quite get the clearance of touch. Still gets a shot off and scores. Keekly picks up the goal. That is her second of the game, off her second shot of the game. Hard to do better than a 100% goal percentage. And with a minute left to go, Thiel just hoping to finish this one out. Trying to keep possession with it, but they lose it. Here's the pass to Vinoy, dropping it back. 30 seconds left. The Wolverines perhaps one more offensive push left in them. Pass gets away, cleared out by Tiber. And with the clock counting down, one more throw in. But that is it. The time runs out, and Grove City with an 11-goal victory, a shutout of near epic proportions, and it's a testament really to the skill of the Wolverines. And unfortunately, the injury problems for Thiel, who lost a couple of their players during the game and had to play a woman under for a couple of stretches. But if you're the coaches for Grove City, you can't really be disappointed in that effort. Got a lot of your backups in early in the game, and they continue the intensity of which they set out. Then we're able to keep most of the possession in the game and really from start to finish control all aspects of the match. But Thiel had a couple of nice plays from the defense, who was under constant pressure from the Wolverines throughout the game. And despite that pressure, we're able to hold in most circumstances, but it's hard to feel happy about an 11-goal loss, although you can probably take some parts you did well and move it forward to the next one. But let's break down these final stats. Grove City with 49 shots in the game, 24 on target. And those 24 on target resulted in 11 goals. Take a look at the possession. Grove City had the ball 68% of the time compared to Thiel's 32. 11 corners for Grove City compared to the one from Thiel. And 13 offsides calls against the Wolverines. And plenty of goals to talk about in this game. Stevenson had 2 early, along with Emily Horst. 2 goals from Keekly as well in the second half. Allen, White, Plunkard, Mercer, Garvey also had goals. And then not as many assists as goals in this game, but a lot of those goals involved a lot of build-up and Grove City making accurate passes to get around an often tired Thiel team. But as we wrap up our coverage of this doubleheader, Grove City the winners of both the men's and women's games in this battle between Mercer County teams. And that will do it for us up in the booth. For the great cameraman who helped work this game, and for our entire great crew here at the Wolverine Sports Network, I'm Matthew Prucker saying so long from Don Lyle Field, the Wolverines victorious in emphatic fashion. We'll see you next time after this presentation of the President's Athletic Conference on the Wolverine Sports Network. We'll see you next time.